Banking Law Notes by MG Law. Now we will do Negotiable Instruments, page number 24. Negotiable Instruments. What does negotiable means? Negotiable means that can be transferred. So the instrument which can be transferred is called an negotiable instrument. So what are the features of the instrument? These are signed documents. Okay, there are signed signature on these documents which promise or guarantee payment of money. It means whoever is the holder of these instruments, he will have a promise or he will get a guarantee that he will get the payment. Okay, so the promise or guarantee of payment to a specified person, okay, the holder or payee, on demand, either on demand or at a set time. Okay, either on his demand or at a set time. Like if the time period is specified in the instrument, that it then the payment will be done at a specified time at a set time. If the time period is not written or any date is not written, then the payment can be done on demand. So definition of negotiable instrument according to Negotiable Instruments Act section 13 is: negotiable instrument means promissory note, bill of exchange or check payable either to order or to bearer. So the definition according to Negotiable Instrument Act is that the negotiable instruments are promissory note, bill of exchange or checks, okay, payable either to order or to bearer. Okay, this is the definition you have to write in exam. Okay, its essential characteristics, these are: it should be in writing, okay, not oral. Only written Negotiable Instrument Act is valid. If it's oral, then it's not valid. Second essential characteristic is it can be transferable. It should be transferable. The word negotiable instrument itself says that the instrument that can be transferred. Okay, so transferable characteristic is an essential characteristic. Ownership transfer from one holder to another. Okay, ownership can be transferred from one holder to another. Third is it is a contract. It is a contract, okay, to pay money. Okay, the subject matter of this contract is payment of money. Okay, next is better title. Okay, the holder will have a better title from person who has a defective or no title. Okay, provided he has acquired it bona fide. It means he has acquired it honestly. Okay, and for value or consideration. Okay, it means he has paid some money or some property as a consideration without notice of any defect in transferor title. Okay, he was not having notice of any defect of the transfer note title. Let's see an example. If there is A who has stolen a check from somewhere, it means A is a thief and he has given this check to B, and in exchange, in consideration, B has given some property or some good to A. Okay, and B is acting honestly. He is not having information that A has stolen this check. So okay, it means he was not having any notice of any defect in transfer title, and he was acting bona fide. He was acting honestly, and he got the check for value, for consideration. Okay, all these three conditions are satisfied, then B will be protected. He will have a better title, although A is having a defective title because he was a thief. Okay, next essential characteristic is that the negotiable instrument conferred legal ownership on holder. Whoever is the holder will have a legal ownership. It means he is entitled to negotiate. It means he can transfer it to anyone, or he can enforce claim in his own name. if he has to enforce any claim, then he can do it in his own name. Okay, he is the legal owner of that instrument. Next, it is payable to order or bearer. What is order or bearer? Like if any in any instrument it's written pay B or order, then the payment will be done to B or on the order of B. Okay, whoever's name is written there to that particular person. If on the instrument it's written pay B or bearer, then it can be the payment can be done to B or anyone who is holding that instrument. Okay, who is having the possession of the instrument. Okay, so in order the payment is done to a particular person, and in bearer whoever is the holder or possessor of the instrument will get the payment. What are the kinds of negotiable instruments? There are many kinds, like inland and foreign instruments. It's like according to section 11, if the instrument is drawn or made in India, okay, and made payable in India, like it was drawn in India at some place, and the instrument is payable at some place in India like Delhi, then it's an inland instrument. Or drawn and made in India and drawn upon any person resident in India, like the instrument is drawn upon any person who is resident in India, like he is living in Mumbai, then also it's an inland instrument. And what are foreign instrument? If drawn made outside India, like the check is drawn in London, okay, and made payable outside India, and it's payable at a Paris branch, okay, then it's a foreign instrument. And another is drawn made outside India and drawn upon person resident outside India, like the person is residing in Moscow, then also it's an foreign instrument. Okay, next type are ambiguous and clean instruments. According to section 17, ambiguous instruments are in which there is suspicion about the nature of the instrument, whether it's a promissory note or a bill of exchange. So the holder will have the option to elect either, okay, either promissory note or bill of exchange. But once he elects one, then he is bound by his election. Okay, thereafter he cannot change his opinion. Okay, and in clean instrument there is no suspicion or no confusion or no doubt about the nature of the instrument. Okay, then there are bearer and order instrument, which we have already discussed, like in which it's written like pay B or bearer, then the whoever is the holder of that instrument, he can get the payment. And in the instrument where it's written pay B or order, then the payment will be made only to the person whose name is specified. Okay, in bearer, holder or possessor were payable to him. In order, to up to the particular person, okay, it will pay payable to him. Okay, then is time and demand instrument. What are time and demand instrument? Let's see. For example, there is a bill of exchange in which it's like A is drawing this bill of exchange, B is the acceptor, and A is doing it for C. In the bill of exchange, A says Mr. B pay C 100 rupees on 5 February. Okay, in this instrument the date is specified, so the amount, the check will be payable only on 5 February. Okay, C can get the amount only on 5 February. This is called time instrument, when the instrument is payable after a fixed time. Okay, and what is demand instrument? When A draws this bill of exchange like Mr. B pays C rupees 100 once, but he doesn't mention any date, then it will be a demand instrument. C can get the amount anytime, okay, on his demand. Okay, then it's open and cross checks. What are open and cross checks? Let's see, there are two types of check. First, we see cross check. The cross check are in which there are two transfer parallel lines. Okay, in this type of check, whoever's name is written, okay, like it's written like pay C, okay, then the amount will be transferred to C's bank account. Okay, C's bank account. He will not get the cash on the counter. But in open check, in which there are no transfer lines, in this type of check, the amount can be paid at the counter. Okay, so open check means they do not have two transfer parallel lines, paid at the counter. Cross check have two transfer parallel lines, not paid at the counter, amount transferred to account. So negotiable instrument is done. Next will be dishonor. Let's have a quick revision. Negotiable means can be transferred. So that instrument that can be transferred are called negotiable instrument. What does it mean? They are signed documents. They promise or guarantee payment of money to the specified person on demand or at a set time. Okay, definition from Negotiable Instruments Act. Negotiable Instrument Act means promissory note, bill of exchange or check payable either at order or bearer. Okay, what are the essential characteristics? It should be in writing, not oral. It should be transferable. It's a contract. It has a better title and confer legal ownership on holder. And next was bearer or payable to bearer or order. Okay, what were the kinds of negotiable instruments? Inland and foreign instrument, those which were all drawn, payable and drawn upon any person resident in India, they were inland. And for those which were drawn outside of India, payable outside India, or drawn upon any person resident outside India, they were foreign instruments. Okay, ambiguous were where there was suspicion, doubt, or confusion about the nature of the instrument. Clean instrument which there was no confusion. Okay, bearer and order instrument, the holder or possessor will get the payment on order instrument. The person whose name is specified, to that particular person only the payment will be done. Time instrument, the amount will be payable after a fixed time. Demand instrument, the amount will be payable on demand. Open and cross check, in open check the amount will be paid on the counter itself. The on cross check the amount will be transferred to the account of the holder. Okay, so now negotiable instrument is done. If you are interested in getting the PDF of these banking notes, then you can get the link from the description box or the comment section. Okay, next topic, the dishonor of negotiable instruments, what will happen. So we will see in next video.